So if you want to grow your business with ads, then it's super important that you understand the basic fundamentals of putting together a good sales letter or email or ad copy or social media caption or whatever the case may be. Regardless of what it is, using these 6 essentials of advertising by Robert Collier will help you sell a lot more. But what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is Marketing with Dev. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the 6 essentials of advertising as taught by Robert Collier. So without further ado, let's get it. So Robert Collier believed that it was essential to actually lead up to the sale. And you lead up to the sale by having a process that gets your prospects to take small steps. So the essential number 1 is going to be the opening. From the very beginning of your ad or whatever your marketing material you're using, you need to get their attention. Not only do you need to get their attention, but you need to get their attention immediately. And why is it so important that we get their attention immediately? Well, because today we live in a world where the average attention span is very, very short. And not to mention, when we're running our ads on social media or we're sending emails to people's inbox, they're not here to see what we have to say, right? They're looking for something else and we're interrupting them. So if we're going to be interrupting them, we need to interrupt them with something that they're actually going to be interested in and something that's actually going to get their attention if we want to have a higher conversion rate. And this can be your headline, this can be your hook, or even your subject line for an email. Whatever it is that's in your opening, we need to make sure that it's actually attracting the people you want to work with and it's actually getting their attention immediately. So if you want more people to respond to your ads or emails or whatever, then you need to make sure you nail the opening, and you can nail the opening by immediately grabbing their attention, right? And a great way to do this is, having a strong headline, like I mentioned before, or a strong hook. And I have other videos on this channel that explain how you can do both, so make sure you guys check those out. Essential number 2, your description or your explanation. Now you need to describe what you're selling in a way that's actually going to make people want it. This is where you talk about the benefits and the features of your offer. Always remember that features are great and they absolutely should be mentioned. But what's more important and what's actually going to increase the pulling power of your marketing material is your benefits, and you focusing on how your benefits will actually make your prospect's life better. Essential number 3, the motive or the reason why. This is where we move past logic and focus deeper on how this will affect the prospect on an emotional level. So people buy with emotions and they justify their purchases with logic. So for example, somebody will buy something because they really feel like they wanted it in that moment, and then they'll justify it to themselves by saying, well, it was on sale for 25% off. I'll never get it cheaper than what I can get it for right now. Trust me, we've all been there. You must get your prospects to understand what your product or service will actually do for them and how it can actually benefit their life going forward. If you can't get them to understand this, it's going to be very hard for you to sell. Advertising essential number 4, the proof or the guarantee. You can have the best offer in the world. I promise you, there will still be people who are skeptical about it. As a part of my research, sometimes I will look through the comments of Facebook ads or YouTube ads, and I see people who say, I will never purchase anything from an ad I see on social media, regardless of what it is. So I know for a fact that there are people who are just naturally skeptical no matter what you're offering them. And this part is where you make your prospects feel comfortable doing business with you. And how can we actually do that? We do that by proving what we're saying is true. And you can prove what you're saying is true by having scientific data or statistics that actually back up what you're saying. You can do this by including testimonials that have other happy customers talking very good about your product or your service, or you can do this by having a strong guarantee that virtually eliminates all risk from the prospect. Advertising essential number 5, the penalty. Now this one is super important. So what is going to happen if they don't take you up on your offer? If they don't purchase your product or your service, what is going to happen to them? And I don't just mean the obvious that you won't be able to help them. We must go way deeper than that. Let's say you're trying to advertise your lawn care company. So what is going to happen if people don't get their grass cut? Well, your lawn will look a mess, the neighbors will complain because you're bringing down the property value, and eventually people will start to think that you have an abandoned house because people who live there would obviously get their lawn cut. Or let's say I have a hair care brand and I'm advertising my shampoo that is sulfate free. What will happen if you don't buy my sulfate-free shampoo? Well, due to the sulfate, your hair will be stripped away from moisture that will leave your hair feeling dry and brittle, and you may even get some scalp irritation because that's what sulfate has been known to do. When we talk about the penalty, it's not enough to just talk about how they missed out on your offer. And yes, missing out on your offer, if you truly believe it is a great offer, is a penalty. But there is more penalties that they're facing if they don't take you up on your offer. And it's super important that we mention that. A lot of people do not. And advertising essential number 6, the close. If you follow the other steps correctly, by the time your prospect gets here, they should be ready to take action. Now, this is where we tell them exactly what to do and we leave nothing to chance. So tell them to click the link here, or click the link in my bio, or fill out this application. Whatever action you need them to take, you want to tell them very clearly what action you want them to take so they can take it. If you don't, people will not take that action. I don't care what people say. We've tested this so many times. We've spent a lot of money testing these different call to actions. If you don't have a call to action at all, you're basically wasting an ad, right? You will lose so much money. Your conversions will go down the drain if you don't have a call to action, right? So it's very important that you have a call to action, and not only having a call to action, but a very clear call to action that tells the prospect the exact action you want them to take so they can simply follow what you're saying and take that action. So guys, this is a blueprint you can use for your emails, landing pages, ads, ad copy, whatever marketing material you're using. So make sure you guys are actually implementing this so you can see better results for your business. But that's all I have for you guys today. This is Marketing with Dev. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new bangers like this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.